Right, I want to talk about equality and how it affects us all, and how if we all became more equal and had more equality, I'm going to use that word a lot, life would be better for all of us. First of all, right, I'm going to do a few points. I'm only talking about this because it's sort of voting season, as it were. There's a lot of politics spouting a lot of bullshit. That is basically what I hear from them. Right. A few ways how to have better equality, right? Or what we need. Actually, what the fuck is this vlog about? That's what I mean. It's about equality, and this is going to be a mess of ramblings because I'm energetic about it, because I'm furious about certain things in this world, and they're pissing me off royally. Hence the furiosity. Right. First of all, it's impossible to buy in this country. So first of all, we'll go back to that. Rent control. Because we can't buy, because people can't get mortgages, it's harder and harder to get mortgages. On a basic wage, the average income in this country, you can't get a mortgage. You just can't get a mortgage. So we have to rent. So the rent is escalating. That's not right. Landlords are realising there's more and more competition for people living in their properties rather than them scrounging around looking for tenants. So they've raised their rent. That's not cool. That is not cool. So we need to cap that. There needs to be a law in place to cap rent. I know that sounds harsh on the landlords, but they own property. Screw them. All right. It needs to be affordable. People, if they can't afford to live in a house, like buy a house, rent should be affordable in good conditions as well. So cap the rent. Secondly, mortgages. We should be able to get mortgages. Housing should be cheaper. No one can get on the ladder anymore. Well, people can, but only people in good circumstances, very good circumstances. The average wage in this country does not get you a mortgage, and it actually should. An individual on an average wage should be able to get a mortgage on a small property. So what we need to do, here's what I suggest. We need some rich benefactor, someone who has not been corrupted by having money, because that seems to be what goes on, if you ask me. And someone to build affordable housing, a lot of it. So we need nice 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom houses that sell for about £80,000-90,000 for a house. And I know that sounds really, really cheap, but not that long ago, houses were that cheap to buy. Seems insane, but you could get a lovely property for about 90,000, 100,000, and you were living somewhere really nice, really very nice. So we need to do that. If we build affordable housing, if affordable housing exists, then people selling their houses at crazy, crazy prices are going to have to drop them, because their houses will no longer sell. And once that happens, more and more people can get on the ladder, which makes it fair for everybody. And it doesn't affect people that already own houses, because everything is relative. Everything is relative in the housing market, because their house is worth stupid amounts of money, and they're going to buy a house for a stupid amount of money. If that all comes down, it comes down together, so it works fine. It doesn't damage anybody. It actually doesn't. So we need to bring that down so people can live, people can get mortgages, people can rent cheaply, or people can get a mortgage. Because everybody in this country, everyone deserves 4 walls and a roof over their head and a little bit of land. Everybody. I don't even get when it started that you had to buy land. That's bullshit. Who owns this country, like, at the end of the day? I'm furious. I'm just so furious. People should be able to buy or rent cheaply. It's not cool that it's got this way. It's not cool. Sort it out. I mean it. Sort it out. The NHS. All right, I'm on the NHS now. A fantastic system, the NHS. We should be so proud to have the NHS in this country. If you're British, people in other countries are the NHS, because it is really good. We've got to remember that we need to look after the NHS. And the problem is, right, no matter what, even after my solution, the money is tight. The money really is tight, because people that work for a living, like me, put money into a pot that then gets dispersed, and part of it goes to the NHS, and then it's used to look after everybody. And not everybody works. There's not that much money going into the pot as should be, but that's not what I'm going to talk about, because that is like a whole vlog altogether. But the NHS, right, the problem is too much money is being spent at the top. The big bods, they are getting paid way too much. It was in the papers recently. They really are getting paid way too much. So that money can be spent on departments, on medication, on making things better for the NHS, making the things that aren't running properly run properly, because there is money there, but it's being given to these fuckers that aren't doing that much. Yes, they're responsible for things, but their income, their wage can be cut by half, if not 3/4, some of the insane amounts of money they're making. Which brings me to another point, right? And I watched The Truth. I watched Russell Brand, The True News, because that man is smart. He really is. I know not everyone likes him, but I do. There you go. And there's my camera on my channel. So, but he had an idea, and it's brilliant, that the lowest paid person in a corporation, a business, an NHS facility, something like that, the lowest paid person makes no less than 10% of what the highest paid person makes. Now that's proper equality, because essentially you're talking about the cleaner there, and then the big boss, the regional manager, the blah blah blah, whatever they give themselves, stupid, the director. There you go, it's a fancy title. And that way, if you do that, you bring down this bastard's money, and you bring up this poor schmo's money. That's equality. They're a bit closer, because it's not fair. Mass profits, mass individual profit, is not fair. It's just insane that, like, the 6 wealthiest people in the world, why are they not saving the planet? Because I'm pretty sure that you and me, people like us, who, if we had that amount of wealth, we'd be like, wait a minute, I've just realised I don't need 99% of the money I have. Let's go and save everybody, because that's what we do, surely. Surely, as human beings, wouldn't you get the most amount of joy out of life by going, oh my god, as long as I got this amount for myself, oh, I'm having fun over here. Look at all these fuckers. Oh my god, I just saved everybody. Oh, I feel so good about myself. Oh, no? Why are you not doing that? Why are you so selfish? Like, that's, for me, that is one of the biggest questions of time. Does money corrupt people, or is it just the corrupt that manage to get money? Where is it? What is the level? Because I don't get that. Like, can money corrupt you, or is it just these corrupt souls that have sold themselves and just done despicable things and just screwed over their fellow man to get where they wanted to be and ended up in these places of power? Is that how it's working now? I've gone mental on this one, but you know what? I'm so furious about so much at the moment. It's just, the world is slightly wrong. And by slightly, I mean it's completely wonky. It's kiffed. It's kiffed for my Welsh friends out there. It's kiffed. Check out my straw hair. It's so good and so sexy.